So, good afternoon, all. I'm Bindu and of 8th SEM C section, and my topic is Missing Child Identification System using Deep Learning and Multi-Class SVM. And I'm presenting this topic under the guidance of Nandkumar Sir, Assistant Professor, CSE Department. When you go through the topic, you can see two main words in that is Deep Learning and Multi-Class SVM. So, another 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to explain about these two words briefly and how it will work in this missing child identification system. With that, we will see these things in the upcoming 10 to 15 minutes. That is introduction, literature survey, methodology, CNN, VGG face CNN descriptor, pre-processing, extraction of facial features, multi-class SVM classifier, and related works about this project. Disadvantages of that related works, why they have not used that methods, and discussion and result and discussions. Now let us go into the topic, that is introduction. As we all know, India is the second populous country in the world, and children represent a significant percent of total population. In India, a countless number of children are reported missing every year for various reasons like kidnap, runaway, etc. etc. Among the missing child cases, a large percent of children remain untraced. As per NCRB, that is National Crime Record Bureau, reported that more than 1 lakh children were reported that have gone missing till 2016, and half of them remain untraced till the end of the year. So this project presents a novel use of deep learning methodology for identifying that reported missing child from the photo of multitude of children available with the help of face recognition. Let us now see how we can find the missed children in brief. The child missing from one region may be found in the another region for various reasons. So even if a child is found, it is difficult to identify him or her from the reported missing cases. For this, a framework and methodology for developing an assessive tool, that is an application for tracing the children, is described in this project. I will explain that application in detail in further slides, but now let me tell how that application works in brief. When a child misses, the parents or guardian will first inform to the police by submitting the recent photo of child. At the at the time of reporting missing cases, the photograph will be saved in the repository, and the public can also upload the photograph of suspicious child into the common portal with landmarks and remarks. The photo will be automatically compared with the registered photos of the missing child from the repository, and this will provide in this application. So when a child...
Bindu, what is your problem statement basically?
Ma'am, when child miss, how we are going to recognize them using deep learning and this when the ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೀಪ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ SVM ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, can you explain that algorithm?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಲ್ಗರಿದಮ್ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನು ಫರ್ದರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದು ಬರೀ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
Okay, move to the next slide.
Yes, ma'am. When child found, the photograph at that time is matched against the image uploaded by the police at the time of missing. Sometimes the child has been missing from a long time. The age gap reflects since aging affects the shape of the face and texture of the skin. And also facial appearance of a child can vary due to change in the poses, orientation, background noises, etc. etc. And even the image taken by public may not be a good quality. This is also a challenge in a missing child identify compared to the other face recognition system. So to overcome all these constraints, a deep learning architecture has been used here. So how it has been used, let us know in the further slides. Uh, Now let me tell about my survey on this project. So I have gone through 4 papers. They have same intention, that is how they have the intention that to find the missing peoples, but they have used some other techniques than deep learning. So first let me tell about the face identification based bio inspired algorithm. It was proposed in 2020 January in this year. The main objective of this paper is to investigate the use of PP, that is projection pursuit, to reduce the complexity of SVM related to the increasing number of users in the real biometric based identification application. We came across the word called PP, that is projection pursuit. So PP is a type of statistical technique where involves finding the most interesting possible projection in multiple data. Instead of using SVM, they have used PP to find the missing peoples in multiple data. So the second paper was a deep learning using support vector machine. 2019, it was proposed in 2019. This paper shows the same some deep architecture and which similar to my topic, but they have used linear SVM, but in my project they have used multi-class SVM. So we will know about the multi-class SVM in further slides. And the third paper was efficient face recognition system for identifying lost people. It was in 2019. This paper proposed a system that would help the police and the public by accelerating the process of searching using face recognition. It is similar to my paper, and the last one is missing child identification system using deep learning, which is my main paper. I'm gone through this paper about the project. So we will see the methodology. This is where I'm going to explain about that how application work, where I spoke about that application in introduction, how it will work and how the public can go through that and how it will be maintained by the officers, and also about the CNN and multi-class SVM are used in this project. So I'm making two parts in the methodology, means I'm going to explain two main objective of face recognition, that is workflow of face recognition and software flow of face recognition. First, let us know about workflow. Here we propose a methodology for missing child identifying which combines facial feature extraction based on deep learning and matching based on SVM. The proposed system utilizes face recognition for missing child identification. This is to help authority and parents in missing child investigation.
Bindu,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me, like, you have how many papers you have gone through it?
Ma'am, 3 papers, including my paper, 4, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
like you have studied all those papers, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, since through the survey of those papers, can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
tell me, like, what are the implications you got from those papers and how it is related to your paper,
Yes, ma'am.
like for the topic which you have chosen?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in first paper, as you seeing in the screen, face identification based bio-inspired algorithm. Ma'am, in this, they have used bio-inspired algorithm and they have used projection pursuit, ma'am. Instead of using SVM, they have used projection pursuit. So, but in my topic, we are using multi-class SVM. So, complexity of SVM is related to this one. It is related. They thought that they have complexity in SVM, so they have used projection pursuit. In second paper, they have taken a linear SVM, but in my topic, I'm using multi-class SVM. It is based on deep learning only, ma'am. But difference is only the multi-class SVM and the linear SVM. And third one is efficient face recognition system for identifying lost paper. This is similar to my mine topic only, ma'am, but they have not used deep learning and SVM both. And fourth one is my paper where we are using deep learning and multi-class SVM as a main objective in the project, ma'am. Ma'am, shall I continue, ma'am? Hello?
Go to the algorithm part. Explain it.
Ma'am, algorithm means I have not seen that algorithm in any paper, ma'am. But they have told about the application.
Then what is your contribution? Like what you have done?
Ma'am, here they are preparing the application method, and they have how the CNN is used and how multi-class SVM is used, and what are the things comes in CNN. Everything has been explained in this paper, ma'am. But the algorithm is not shown in any paper, ma'am.
Then you're just talking about the methods over here.
Yes, ma'am. Methods and how CNN have been worked here, and how multi-class SVM is taken, and how extraction of facial feature is done through BGG face network. This has been done here, ma'am.
Anything else that you have done with something with respect to this paper apart from the methods that is already present in that paper?
Ma'am, I have saw the related works, and the work about disadvantages of related works, ma'am. And I have gone through how they are going to extract the facial features, and how they are using CBGG face network, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am,
Okay,
shall
you can continue.
yes, ma'am. So as I told, the workflow of face recognition. Here we are propose a methodology for missing child identify, which combines facial feature extraction based on deep learning and matching based on SVM. The proposed system utilizes the face recognition for missing child identification. This is to help authority and parents in missing child investigation. The architecture of proposed framework is shown in the figure. It consists of a national portal for storing detail of missing child along with the photo. Whenever a child missing is reported along with the FIR, the concerned officer upload the photo of missing child into the portal. Public can search for any matching child in the database for the image with them. The system will prompt the most matching cases. Once the matching is found, the officer can get the detail of the child. The system also generates various statistical reports. The public can upload the photo of any suspicious child at any time into the portal with detail like place, time, landmarks, and remarks. The photo uploaded by the public will be automatically compared with the photo of register missing children, and if a matching photo with the sufficient score is found, then an alert message will be sent to the concerned officer. The message will also be visible in the message box of the concerned officer login screen. The portal for the public can also be maintained as a mobile application, where he or she can upload photo of suspicious children with detail. In the mobile location of the person updating the photo will be also automatically recorded. Whenever public upload the photo of suspected child, the system generates template vector of the facial features from the uploaded photo. If the matching is found in the repository, the system displays the most matched photo and pushes a message to the concerned officer portal, or SMS the alert message or the of matching child. Likewise, the officer can check for any matching with the database at any time using the proposed system. Now, if we go to the software flow of face recognition, here image and of reposite missing child are saved in the repository, and the face area is selected for cropping to obtain the input face image. The flowchart of automatic child face identification methodology is shown in the figure. And a learned feature from a CNN and a specific type of deep learning algorithm are used for training a multi-class SVM classifier. The machine learning approaches is used to correctly label the child using the name indicates in the database provided by the concerned authority. Now let us know about the CNN, that is convolution neural networks, that how it helps in this project and what exactly CNN contains. So CNN are essential tool for deep learning methods and are more appropriate for working with image data. So what exactly CNN contains? CNN or connects are the composed of series of interconnected layers, and these layers consist of repeated block of convolutional layer, rectified linear unit layer, pooling layer, and fully connected layer. Now let us know what exactly these layers do. First is convolution layer. Convolution layer convolves the input faces image data with different kernels to produce the activation map or the future map representing low-level features like edges and curves. The future map is given to the next convolution layer, produce activation, which represent high-level features indicating landmarks in the face. This layer basically defines a set of filter weights which are updated during network training. And the second layer is rectified linear unit, which follows by each convolution layer introduces nonlinearity in the system. This layer applies the function of f of x is equal to max of 0, x to the input data of the layer. And the third layer is pooling layer. The pooling layer merges similar features into one by down sampling with suitable size.
Bindu,
Yes, ma'am.
you told you're not concentrating on the algorithm and you're saying you have not seen it at all.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you just conclude it? Like, tell me
Ma'am,
the advantage and disadvantages and then just conclude it.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will tell the related works done and how, what are the disadvantages of that related works, and I will conclude it, ma'am. So, if, the related works has been done with they have one thing they have called an find face. It is a website that lets users search the members. That is a website where it was done in the Chinese website, and another one is also on a Chinese application development, that is Reunion, where it has been developed by Alibaba Group of Holding Limited. And in August 2010, one of his team represents the paper name with addresses the face recognition. In this, they have used PCA method. The PCA method has been used to find the missing child. And second related work is that they have used RFID technology, where the disadvantage will be discussed in next slide. And another one team has used SWF and SIFT to compare the faces. And third paper have been used. They have used a mobile-based web service. And last one is an Zimbabwe paper, which they have used LBPH method to recognize the faces. The disadvantage of related work means, as I told, PCA methods. PCA methods are the computationally complexity is high, so we cannot use PCA method. And the second one was the RFID. They have used RFID technology, but the concerned people has to physically wear the RFID tag, so it cannot be always very infeasible. It cannot be wear always all the time, so it is an infeasible. And third one was SIFT method, where SIFT is an computationally heavy. And then was mobile application approach, where in that paper they have not used modern technologies, and it is very straightforward approach. And the last one was LBPH algorithm, where algorithm is not sensitive to the variation of luminosity. So these are the disadvantages of related work. If we, if we go to the result and discussion in the of this project means in this I will explain it about the result. So in the face identification algorithm implemented using MATLAB 2018 up A platform for dealing with CNN architecture, additional processing capability is needed. Use of GPU, that is graphics processing unit, is recommended for training the models. The training set and validation set consist of image of each child in the earlier days, and testing is done with image of children after one age gap to evaluate the system. Face identification accuracy is computed as the ratio of correctly identifies face image to the total number of child face image. So the formula to find the accuracy is equal to the correctly recognized face image divided by total number of child image faces. The computed recognized accuracy of the
Bindu, is there anything else? Only this much
yes, ma'am,
about the result?
only this much, ma'am.
You can stop. You can
Yes,
stop
ma'am.
at this point.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.